What's up, guys? It is time to talk about the most anticipated game week of FPL this entire season. It is the bench boost game week. It may even be your free hit game week, and we're going to be going through my final team selection. Now, in the plans video, I talked about the two different transfer plans I could go with. One taking a minus of a hit with 3 transfers, and the other one just using my 2 free transfers or my 2 injured players. Now, this is going to be a last second decision from me. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys both teams I could be going with for double game week 37 on my bench boost, and I will be posting a YouTube short or a TikTok on deadline to show which team I've actually gone with, so you can get the actual team, a bit later on. Anyway, yeah, this is what the team is looking like now, and I'm going to tell you all the guaranteed players in my team. First off, it's going to be Petrovic and Edison. They're my 2 goalkeepers. They're not going anywhere. There's no point making transfers because I've tripled up on every single team already. Like, the only team I haven't gone with is Brighton. So with injuries on my team and no Foden, it's not like there's any use in me going for another goalkeeper. With the defence, we are going to have to keep Gabriel, sadly. I did want 15 double game week players, but because Gabriel has a good fixture in game week 38, he will be staying in my team. Then, in the defence with him, we've got Van der Ven playing home to Burnley. Very promising. Playing home to Man City is not so promising. Then the final guaranteed defender we have in the team is Diogo Dalot. Very offensive minded fullback, although he is going to have to be playing out of position because the entire back line is injured. He will be at left back where he's not as good, but he does like to get up there. So hopefully some goal contributions come his way. Obviously, for the rest of that defence, Maguire and Shaw are injured, and I'll be going through the potential replacements when I've gone through all the guaranteed plays in the team. Now, in midfield, I do have 5 there right now, but there's only 4 that are guaranteed because I may want to get Foden in my team. We all know it's insanely risky to go without him. So the guaranteed ones to stay is Son, Gordon, Palmer, and Bruno. And if I do want to get Foden, I will be selling Brennan Johnson. I do have money in the bank for it. I kept it aside. I thought getting Brennan Johnson in for that double game week 35 would be worth it, but it clearly wasn't. And that entire front 3 is going nowhere. It's the best front 3 you could own. Haaland, Isak, and Jackson. So all the players at risk here today is Maguire, Shaw. They're definitely not going to be in my team. And maybe Brennan Johnson, but we'll get more into it. Before I do talk about my plans though, guys, I want to let you know I am going somewhat differential either way. Because, guys, my game week 3 rank was 39k overall. And I've even been at 14k overall this season. But right now I'm sitting between 80 to 90k rank overall. I don't remember the exact number. It'll be in the top right anyway. And I want to get, I want to beat my game week 3 score because having those 35 game weeks following it and just, overall getting a red arrow from it is just not going to be fun. So yeah, that's the goal. It's a lot of rank to climb, but with the bench boost, I'm hoping it could be possible if the differentials pay off. And once again, I did say this in the plans video, but all the plans, they depend on Kieran Trippier's fitness. Now, as I'm recording this, the press conference hasn't happened yet. But if it has, and Eddie Howe said Trippier is going to start, then you can assume it's this team right here because I want Trippier in my team, playing that double game week 37, home to Brighton, guaranteed clean sheet, and away to Man United. Could be some attacking returns. What I've done is left Johnson in my team and gone without Foden for insanely risky differential play, where I've gone from Maguire and Shaw into Trippier and Gvardiol. 2 very high potential upside players to go with, because they're defenders that can easily get assists and goals, as Trippier showed earlier in the season and as Gvardiol has shown recently. But there is a lot of risk to both because Trippier is just coming back from injury and Gvardiol could easily get rotated with a different Man City player. Team 2 is where Trippier is not going to be available for double game week 37, so we cannot get him in the team. What I've done, I've still gotten rid of Maguire and Fabian Schär, and instead I've gone with Dan Burn and Romero from Spurs. So I've got a cheaper defence there, a little safer one, to be honest. But I have freed up a Man City spot. So what I'll be doing is getting rid of Brennan Johnson for a -4 and then bringing in Phil Foden. Now this team is a lot more basic. It's probably going to look like everyone else's in the entire game, quite sadly. So if I do go with this team, I will be looking for a differential captain, maybe an Isak or Gordon. I'm mainly looking at for that home game against Brighton. And the game away to Man United is also quite easy. But if we're looking at Team 1 only, then I may go with a safe captain because in that Team 1, I've got Trippier and Gvardiol as differentials already. I don't need to go differential captain. But with this team right here, with Phil Foden, it's insanely basic with the defence, the midfield, and the attack. So I would be going with a differential captain. Anyway, guys, like I said, you will see a YouTube short or a TikTok on the deadline if you're interested with the team I have actually gone with. There also could be some surprise injuries again since I've recorded this, which, I'm praying doesn't happen. So we will see. Anyway, guys, that is the team selection video. Sorry I couldn't give you any definitive answers at the moment, but you will see it on deadline. At the end of the day, it's still going to be fun. But guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.